Hi there and welcome to episode 3 of Building a Horror Island in Minecraft. So the goal of this series is to play a bit of Minecraft once a week, maybe more, and then build the ultimate horror island so that Dylan and I can play some horror hide and seek. This is episode 3 and I have no idea how long it's going to take to build this phenomenal island that I have in mind. But if you find this interesting and you'd like to watch the entire process, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Otherwise, let's get into today's episode. Okay, so in the last episode, we built the ship where kind of our characters are going to spawn, or at least our victim is going to spawn. And as you can see, we built a pretty cool boat. But while editing the video, I realized we forgot to take those away. So I did that. What the hell is going on with my hand? Why do I have a floppy thumb? Is that a finger? I'm just giving everything the finger. Hey, creeper. Have the finger, bro. Anyway. I think today we're going to build a cabin, just like a random cabin that we can maybe use to, I don't know, maybe there's some supplies in there for the player, maybe there's some just creepy stuff that make them feel uncomfortable, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to clear a bit of a path. Where's our dirt blocks? I feel like we need some dirt. Let's take the dirt block and then I should probably put path there. But I feel like our cabin that we're going to build should be kind of on the edge of the map, so that if you make it all the way here, then you find a cabin with maybe some supplies. So first up, I'm going to start by just building out a bit of a fence, because like I said in the last episode, the goal is to kind of build a fence so no one can fall off or jump off to try and hide. But I think instead of just spending an entire episode building fences, I'm just going to kind of build a fence around each thing we build moving forward. So first up, let's plant a tree. I want to build or try and put some trees just around the edges, so it's not just, oh, here's a cabin in the middle of nowhere, you know. But oh no, I can't remember now. Are we building up? I think I'm building up. Yeah, damn it. So this should all technically be a bit higher. There we go. Why did I do that? It should be like that. A lot of this series is just me doing stuff and then being like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and then undoing it. But hey, that's the creative process, you know? Just really don't want to fall into the water, because then I'm gonna have to swim, and I don't want to swim. There we go. Cool. So I think we build it from here. I think up until here, that should be a good kind of perimeter. And then this would be kind of like our cabin area. I feel like, I don't know what the lore behind the cabin would be, but I'm like, if there was a caretaker that's been stuck on this island or something, this is kind of where he stayed until he went mysteriously missing. Oh no, okay. Come on, there we go. This is so much faster. And now let's do that again. We build fast. Oh, I didn't have to do that. But maybe it would be cool, actually, if you think about it, so that we hide it behind trees and stuff, and then a player could kind of get trapped while getting chased, where they think it's a good way to go, but then they kind of have to make their way out again. So I think I'm going to leave that one. And then let's just put some dirt here, I think, and we take that one out. plant a tree. I think every second one, every third one, I guess, we plant a tree. There we go. So those should kind of grow out, and then we seal them off. And then let's, I guess, do the same this way. First I'll put some dirt down, and then we put one in the corner, and then put it down. There we go. There we go. There we go. I feel like trees always just make things feel more like eerie and creepy, especially at night. Like I feel like it's going to create so much obstruction that people are just going to feel a bit uncomfortable, and the killer can kind of pop out from any corner, you know. So there we go. I feel like that should create like a nice barrier. We should probably do it here as well. And then yeah, I'll do it there. Skip 2, skip 2, skip 2. Might as well put it right there. And then let's seal it off. Cool, and we can finally build our cabin. So I feel like the cabin should be around here. So but what are we gonna build the cabin out of? So we've used the dark planks for the boat, and we've used the light ones for kind of the, the dock. So I feel like we should go for like a in-between. And I don't want to make the cabin too big, because otherwise people are like just gonna chill there. It should kind of just be a place to get your supplies and then leave again. So there we go. I'm actually trying to wonder, like, what are we going to put in it? Because maybe some food, I feel like, so that like at least the player can like fuel up, I guess, or if they've taken damage they can kind of get some health back. We'll see, I guess, we'll see. Now I'm wondering, should we do a double door setup? But I kind of, damn, I think we didn't make it long enough. Let's see, because for us to be able to keep some good symmetry, there we go. And just by placing the blocks wrong, it kind of gave me a cool idea. What I think is I want to kind of put some wood around the outside, so it kind of creates like a patio or like a porch. I feel like that would be cool. We won't do it at the back because that's where the trees are just kind of like take over. Ooh. There we go. I don't think we need more than like 2 blocks. There we go. And then here we can put some dirt down again. Kind of just fill this space. And let's fill the space some more. And then I feel like let's put down a dirt path all the way until here. We're kind of, I guess, like the front porch is going to be, or like the little gate, you know, like the garden gate thing. There we go. And then here can be like a little farm maybe. Let's tie that off. Yeah, I feel like I might as well just fill these out. Hopefully as it rains, grass grows on this. Otherwise I'll just have to plant grass, I guess. There we go. Okay, so it is getting nighttime, so I want to finish building our cabin by the time that night falls, because I feel like it would look really nice during, like, at night. So here's kind of where we're at right now, and now I think if I remember correctly, you just fold it like this. Boom, look at that. Maybe I should quit my animation job and start becoming a professional roofer. There we go. I'm wondering, yeah, well, we should probably use glass planes for the windows because it'll just look so much cleaner. There we go. And I'll even just double up on this one. I feel like that is fine. We don't need to overdo it. Boom. Now we just place it there, there, there. Now we need a door. But there's so many different types of doors. I think we should... This one has a cool vibe, I feel like. Oh wait, no, this one, the dark oak door. What did we use? We used spruce. Yeah, let's use the spruce door then, just to keep the continuity going. And it does kind of feel like a dungeon. Now let's search glass. I think a glass plane looks nicer than just using like a giant glass block, you know. So there we go. And then we might as well put some torches around just to light it up, you know, create a bit of a vibe so that people can also see it like from the dark forest, but enough where they don't really know what they're seeing. There we go. Whoop. Oh no, there's a spider in the house. Get out of the house, you stupid spider. Boom. I feel like that is a pretty cool house so far. There we go. I guess I'll put a bed in here as well so that, I mean, if a player wants to kind of save their position or something, they can do that. But maybe we change the color. We make it like a black bed for once. Where do we put it? We put it right there in the corner. That seems like a cool spot for the bed. And then let's do a chest. We don't need another door. Boom, there's a chest. Not gonna put more light in here. I feel like we're keeping it like all dark and eerie. I guess we'll put a furnace in there. Because an idea I just had, like literally at this moment, I'm like, maybe we make it so that the player kind of, because we're going to be playing in survival obviously, so I'm thinking we make it so that they actually have to, if they want weapons and stuff, they can build them, you know. There we go. I'm just gonna add that as kind of like a, oh look, it's a tabletop, you know. And yeah, I think this is fine. We don't have to overdo it on the inside. And yet, I'm gonna search for a painting. I feel like I said, we should try and make it a tiny bit creepy at least, but we don't really have anywhere to put a painting. Can we put it there? No, that looks stupid. There. Oh. Okay, so no paintings. What else can we use as decor? I don't really know. Painting. I guess let's put another armor stand. I just like putting armor stands places. I feel like it looks really just cool. Yeah, that should be fine. Maybe a mob head. I feel like adding mob heads places just give it like a, yeah, player head. Let's do a player head. Can I put it like right above the door? There we go. Like this man collects heads. Should I put a, can I put a painting on the outside? Nope, that looks stupid. Guess we'll add another pig head. There we go. Should I just add more light? There we go. I guess that's fine. Break some more. Put some more of the path here. And then I wonder if I should go to sleep. Nah, let's actually build. I want to put a garden on this side, so, or at least like flowers and stuff. So I feel like let's build that out a bit more. Ooh, I thought I had like a perfect motion to get all of these built out quickly, but I was wrong. Let's see. Okay, flower. I want to plant some cornflower. Maybe we plant, okay, cactus flower. Let's maybe do a wildflower instead. Torch flower, I guess, could work. Next, I guess we'll search plant. Okay, no. Tree, no. I don't know. What other flowers? Can you guys let me know in the comments below what other flowers should we be planting here? I'm not really sure which other flowers we can plant, as a matter of fact. So I guess for now I'm just going to plant a few of these. I guess this whole side is just going to be wildflowers. There we go. There we go. That looks like those old school mattresses. But what I'm thinking is I'll just put wildflowers kind of like everywhere on the side and the back, and then we'll just put other flowers anywhere else that we want to put. For consistency, I kind of don't want it to look like just we put a tiny bit of everything everywhere just for the sake of like trying to use everything, because I'm like, there's going to be a lot of sections. So there we go. Okay, maybe not here. There we go. Maybe let's search roses. See, I knew for a second I was like, why can't I find roses? And I'm like, of course they're gonna make you search for roses. So I think this should be the rose garden, because that kind of keeps people out, and it also keeps a tiny bit of mystery, you know, like why is there a giant rose garden? Maybe we even end up making like a rose maze somewhere. I feel like that would be kind of sick, because then the player kind of gets hurt if they go the wrong way, which just seems like some extra like screwing with them for fun. But that should be fine. I'm like, look at that. So I guess we'll have to do it on the other side as well, just for the sake of symmetry, like I said. I really like everything to kind of just look like it's the same, you know, like I don't want to look weird. And then after I put down this, I think I should maybe sleep so that we can see if the trees and stuff are actually growing where we want them to and the way we want them to. There we go. Oh no, okay, that's where we put that. Boom, there we go. So there is our cabin so far. I think we're doing a great job. Like, I think we're gonna block this off for now, because I don't want people really going too much this way. So I'm gonna block this off, and this should hopefully just kind of become like outside the property of the cabin. There we go. Because then I'm like, we build I feel like there's going to be two ways you can kind of go from here. You can either go forward towards kind of the dock, or you can then hopefully go sideways, which takes you kind of, I guess, towards what the next thing is that we'll be building. So let me just kind of craft that out. I guess we can put it there. Boom. And I'm kind of trying to think what else we put in the... What else we can put in this? I guess that is fine. I don't want to overdo it by making like the path too big or something. There we go. I think this is looking kind of cool. So let's go. I doubt it won't let me sleep. Boo. So let's have a look around. Maybe, I I don't really know what else we should be building, so maybe I'll just go back to fence and try and fence this area off a bit more while we wait for night so that I can sleep. I guess I don't necessarily have to sleep, but that's not the same wood. It's definitely not birch fence. Was it a spruce fence? Nope. Was it a jungle fence we've built? Yes, we've been building jungle fences. I just feel like it lacks something, but I'm not really sure what. Maybe some vines. Let's see if we can add vines while we wait. We don't need all these flowers anymore. There we go. Let's try and see. Can we put vines? Oh, yes, we can. That is cool. Kind of make it hide. Now it's starting to feel like a hidden jungle cabin. I'll even do it everywhere. I think that is going to be really cool. And then, ooh, don't fall. There we go. Part of me kind of wants to put a pumpkin on the roof. Like either a pumpkin or like some flower pots or something, just to kind of give it more of like a feel that it was like taken over by nature, if you know what I mean. Like kind of post-apocalyptic, like abandoned cabin type vibes. I don't know. We'll see if it gets nighttime. Oh, they won't let us place it there because we've got wildflowers. Damn it. I guess that's fine. Okay, let's try and put pumpkin on the roof. I think that would just be funny. Or let's do a carved pumpkin and a regular pumpkin. So, because we've got a lot of space. So I'm like, pumpkin, pumpkin, evil pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. And then here we just put pumpkins, I guess. Okay, that looks kind of stupid. What if we only do 2 pumpkins, one facing that way and one facing that way? Is that still kind of stupid? I guess that's better, but then let me plant, I'm going to say pot, wait, let's say flower, and then I think, yeah, see, there's the flower pot, and then in the flower pot, let's put cornflowers. So I'm going to let's just put some pots there. There we go. Now it's giving more of like I said, that vibe of like, oh, this guy just liked nature. Wanted to build more or kind of help nature get along, even though nature is consuming everything, you know, that he is building. So I think while we wait, we add some more. I wish I can, is poppies? What flowers was the, oh no, oh damn, I didn't realize. Oh no, I can't just undo. That is so annoying. Okay, I just messed that up. Okay, we can't do that. Damn it. Now we have to kind of just undo what we've done. And what wood did we use? Planks. I think we used like jungle planks, hopefully. Please tell me you use jungle planks. Nope. Oak planks? Did we use oak planks? Nope. Did we use spruce planks? Yep, it was spruce planks. Cool. There we go, and then let's just put our vines back, because that was a stupid idea. There we go. And then let's see, did we accidentally destroy something on the inside? Oh, you can climb vines, I forgot. That is very cool and very helpful. Let's just put the torch back. Boom, there we go. And there is our cabin for today. So I know it doesn't look like much, but I have a feeling that once the trees start growing, it's actually going to pan out really, really nicely. I don't have anything else to build, and I don't think that it's going to let us sleep yet. So let's actually try. Yeah, no, it won't let us sleep yet. So I'm going to call it for this episode. If you want to see how this ended up turning out with the trees and stuff, subscribe, like this video, and tune in for the next episode. Then I'll just quickly start the next episode by showing off what we ended up accomplishing with the trees all grown, and hopefully some grass grew and all of that fun stuff. But again, thank you for watching this video. Comment down below what we should add to Horror Island next. And as always, see you guys in the next one.